My name's Charlie Walker JTech. I'm going to show you a power flow in a Eaton transmission. Alright, this is your input shaft here. This is powered by the engine. Alright, and it spins clockwise. This is your reverse gear here. Your first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. Now this is an overdrive transmission, that is why fifth gear is here instead of in line. Right now you're in neutral, as you can tell where your shift forks line up. This is your synchronizers. Okay, it's in neutral. So I should be able to hold it and spin the input shaft clockwise, and it's in neutral, like so. Alright, so I'm gonna put it in reverse now. So you wanna line it up, ready to go in reverse. Like so. Now, you can watch as this is turning backwards. Well, as it's turning, it's taking the input shaft, main input shaft of the engine turning the main shaft and dividing the power into two on these two counter shafts here. One here and one here on the back side, right here. And it's taking it and dividing that power up in between the auxiliary, which is not hooked up at the moment, but we're just going to use this as the example. So now, as I'm spinning it clockwise, the input shaft clockwise, this is turning counterclockwise. So the transmission's in reverse. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to slide it into first gear, like so. So now, as I turn this input shaft clockwise, it is turning clockwise. Again, when it's in first gear, this is your first gear here, so it takes and divides the power up in between both counter shafts here, and it allows torque to go into the auxiliary. Alright, now you want to put it back. You can put it back into neutral by sliding the synchronizers and deck, and now I should be able to put it and hold it and turn it, and all the gears will turn but the main shaft. Alright, now you can also shift it. Now this is your second and third gear, which is the same thing, as identical to your reverse and first. All it does is you slide your synchronizer into it. Again, it does the same thing. It takes and divides the power up between the main shaft. Alright, and then you can switch it right into third gear over here, which again, it divides the power into the two counter shafts. Now up here in your fourth and fifth, this is a overdrive. So what it does is when you put it in fourth gear, alright, this transmission now is turning 1 to 1. So every one rotation of the input shaft is one rotation out to the auxiliary. Okay, so now, every time you're turning it, it turns it one time there. Now if you shift it into fifth, which is overdrive, it now changes it to a different gear ratio, which now is an overdrive, and it still again takes the revolutions of the main shaft and transports it out to the counter shafts and out to the auxiliary. And that's how you explain power flow into a transmission.